Hello, my name is Matthew, guys, and I wanted to share what it was like to create one of the most ambitious art pieces I will ever create alone. Before this drawing, my physical art experience has been pretty limited, and I feel like finishing this piece has catapulted it from beginner to not so beginner anymore. You could call me mid. This is mainly because I thought, hey, I can finish a colored pencil piece that's 2 square feet while starting a full-time career. This is probably why my experience aged so quickly along with my hairline. If you're watching this video, you may be curious to how I landed this commission, so here's the brief. In my last semester of college, I was living in a house that was subject to abuse, often from parties. One of those nights ended up being right in the middle of alumni weekend, and our friend was spending the day with his dad, who had previously graduated from the university. He was briefly able to drop by and meet us, and our conversations led to me being able to show him some of my unfinished, very rough artwork, where all of the crumbs from chips and our pet spiders lived. I didn't expect it, but he reached out to me months later and ended up being my first commission client. So the artwork timeline starts in August 2022, and I was getting ready for a big move from Florida to Texas. I began this piece by laying out the main subjects using normal pencil, and I drew a 3x3 grid to try to keep things organized and help with the stage. One thing I learned and emphasized to myself is the importance of any layout or planning stage in drawing, because once you make a mark on the paper, this mark becomes the reference points for later marks that you'll make. I then worked on it with both Prismacolor pencils and a colorless pencil blender and an alcohol marker blender. So fast forward a little bit, months went by, and I was just starting a productivity flow type of routine at this point since I moved and started work. This is when I started feeling the fear that I had through most of the piece creep up on me. I was afraid of it taking too long, me not finishing quickly enough, and then upsetting the client. This was always the scariest part of the process, since there was someone the whole time on the other end waiting to receive the finished piece. And I knew I had to work more on it, except I also was trying to put in time to learn in my job and then impress my team there. So I moved past these cute, anxious feelings that were so cute. They were so cute. And I will say, usually I loved doing this drawing and actually making the piece most days. I got a huge sense of accomplishment from the days that I pushed past the normal point of when I might slow down or take a break. The reason this kept me excited, though, I would say, is because I saw it as a test. If I was able to complete this in a reasonable time with my full-time job, then it opened up a whole realm of possibilities to explore with my free time. And I was determined to not grow my pile of unfinished artwork. So anyway, as I was finishing, I got laid off from my first job. And at this point, I was about 60 to 65% done with the artwork. But I'll say that these last few months have been a complete joy to work on it. It's almost as if not having as much pressure allowed me to work on it more efficiently and drop into a flow state more often. I also had a lot of time on my hands. So this is the final result, spending over 13 months on a colored pencil piece. After this experience, I would dare to say that it's beneficial, maybe even healthy, to do research and plan carefully what goal you want to achieve and how you're going to achieve it, to consider what you're going to sacrifice along the way. Thanks for watching.